How to style the header buttons on your Squarespace. Hey everyone and welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll show you step by step how we can do so. We can achieve these styling options for the header button in many different ways, and I'm going to show you as best as I can how to try to get it the closest possible to what you actually want it to look like. So we're going to start by actually adding a header button because not every single header does have a button on it. So you're going to go ahead and let's just start with the home page here, for example, and we want to click on edit on our website. Now, in my case, I don't really have a header button, so I'm just going to click on edit site header in order to add one. And then we are going to click on add elements. From add elements, you're going to find button, social links, cart, account, and also language switch. So obviously this is going to be for the button, so we just want to toggle this on, and this is going to automatically add the button here for us. Now, upon adding the actual button itself, if you click on it, it's going to look a little bit different for you depending on the templates that you went with. But for the time being, what you can do, just click on it, and then from here you can edit the link for it, obviously. So you can just feel free to adjust it to whatever it may be, whether it's going to be an email, URL, file, or even a phone number if you want. So if it's a URL, for example, you can just go ahead and select that and do google.com. But again, this is not really what our topic is for today. What we can do is just click on this button itself. And once you click on it, you basically just click on the edit button. And then from here, we want to click on design. And once you click on design, you're going to have three different options, whether it's going to be the primary one, secondary one, or the tertiary button. So each one is going to have its own layouts and looks. So you can feel free to toggle between them and adjust them accordingly. Now, obviously, each one is going to have a set sort of style, and you can adjust the style for the entirety of secondary buttons, tertiary buttons, or even primary buttons. Hopefully that made sense. But let's say we want to stick for the last one here, tertiary buttons, and we want to actually adjust how it looks like now. So go ahead and select that. This is going to be step number one. Second thing is that you click on the actual header itself in order to actually change the color, and make sure you select a proper color for it. Click on the header itself, don't click on the button, and you will find edit design option here. Click on edit design. And then from edit design, you basically just want to click on color. But first, you can also feel free to change the layout for your header if you want to change things around if you want. But I'm just going to keep it as it is. But we want it to go to color here. And it's going to either be adaptive, gradient, or solid. And you basically, just to make things simple, you either want to go for solid, because this is going to allow you to pick a theme for, you can actually pick a theme for the color schemes here, and each theme you can feel free to adjust. So this is going to be a lot easier for you to adjust overall. Or you can just go ahead and go to adaptive if you want to. Adaptive is going to pretty much just take whatever is beneath the header and use these color schemes for them. Gradient you can also feel free to use, but it is going to be a one set of colors. It's not going to be easy for you to change every single time. So let's just go ahead and select solid, for example, and go to theme. And let's just do, for example, lightest one. You can feel free to go for any of them. It doesn't really make a difference. But then basically we want to change now lightest one and change the tertiary buttons for the theme lightest one. Hopefully this made sense. And if it did not, then you are going to follow along, and hopefully you are going to understand what I'm trying to say here. So we did two things just to sum up. We selected the brightest one theme for the entire header. Second thing is that we selected the button, clicked on this, and made sure it is the tertiary button. You can also go for secondary or primary, but I'm just going to stick with that. Now what we want to do is just click on the top right corner where we will find site styles. And if you click on this, is going to allow you to set up the different styles, beginning with the colors. So this is going to be the entire color stuff. So go ahead and click on this from the arrow, not the actual color scheme. And then you would want to select the same theme that you selected for the header. So we selected lightest one for the header. Just go ahead and click on the edit button for that. And then from here, once this opens up, you basically just want to find the actual button. So if we just go to buttons here, you should be able to find tertiary button background. So you can just go ahead and select this, and you're going to have the ability to change it like this. So you can actually see the different options here when it comes to the different colors. You can feel free to pick any color that you actually prefer to have. So let's just go ahead and go for this little orange one. And also, you're going to have the ability to change the tertiary button text. So you can just click on this and change the text for it. So let's just select this as an example here. And again, you can feel free to go for a custom one if you would like. So now we have changed the colors for them. Now we also want to change the style for the actual buttons. So we can just go back. And again, if you are lost here, we just want to open up the site styles. Go to buttons, click on the arrow here. And we basically want to go to for the tertiary one and click on that. And this is going to change it for the entire site. So just make sure you're, you know what you're doing. And then we can actually change the shape here for it. For example, we can make it more circular if you want. You can even make it no fill if you want to. It's all up to you. For example, if you want to go for no fill, you can add an outline if you want. This is also an option. So I guess actually going for buttons first and then adjusting the colors would be proper. But either way, you can just feel free to select any sort of shape and style that you want to go with, whether it's going to be fill or no fill. And you can even add a proper outline for that. So once this is done, you're pretty much, set, and you can always just go back and forth, go back to site styles, go back to colors now because, you changed the style for it. You can just go to lightest one and obviously change the button style again for the colors. You can just go ahead and change this. So custom, and let's just go for a random color here. And yeah, you're pretty much good to go here. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful. And thanks for watching.